Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm doing an unboxing video for the Skullcandy True Wireless Earbuds here. So, I actually wanted these originally before I went with the Ball Tunes or some of the other brands, but they were a little bit more expensive, so I just went with the Ball Tunes. I thought they looked very, very comparable, but these went on sale, so I was like, I gotta pick these up. Mainly because I think the big thing that Skullcandy gets right is the aesthetics of their products. I mean, their packaging just looks better than any of the other packaging that I've seen with other companies. It looks really, really good. So I do understand with that, aesthetics is one thing, performance is another. So I've heard and just seen a bunch of different reviews saying that they've had problems with these. So I wanted to give them a try for myself. Hopefully that's not all of these and that was a small batch that had problems. And the main thing was these were cutting out. So like I think the left one is what I saw the most. The left one would go out or wouldn't stay connected. But let's go ahead and get this thing out and then we will talk about the specs. I'm also going to take these on a bike ride today and kind of just see how they do performance-wise with an activity. So once we get this open, we have the charging case here. 3 lights on the front. Pop that open. Got 2 already charged in it. USB Type-C on the bottom here. I do like it has like their name on the front here, and you can actually use that to lift this up. And then the earbuds. There they are. And I like the rubber, so the fitting over the top here, so it actually can kind of clip in the ear. They have a little... Now you can take this off, you don't have to keep that. But like I said, these look just like the Ball Tunes, so I'll do side-by-side comparisons with that, so you guys get to kind of see. The price point is going to be about the same between the two, but I'll make sure that that pops up as well. This is on sale though, so right now... They typically have these for $85, but they're $40 right now. I don't know if they're just getting rid of their stock for the next batch, but it's $40 on their website, and then if you go to Amazon, it's the same thing. $40 and it ships free with Prime. Now, with Amazon, you're going to get it in 2 days. If you order it from their website, I don't know how long it's going to take, but you can sign up for some like alert system where it gives you discounts, and you'll get an additional 15% off. I didn't do that, I just wanted them in 2 days, but that is something to consider. So, this is touch controls here. Let's slide these in. They fit in really easy. There's actually a red LED light on the top here too to indicate that it's charging. I like that. Alright, so now, let's get these things paired up and let's at least do an initial sound test with these. The fit is really good as well, by the way. And then underneath this, actually before I do that, underneath we have our charging cable and then 2 pairs of different earbuds here. So if these aren't to your liking or they don't fit your ear very well, then you can swap those out. User guide, and then product warranty thing. Yes, because it says right here, having trouble, don't return to store. You actually have to scan this QR or this URL code here, and then they'll take care of you with that. But let's get this paired up. Let's see how easy this is. Shouldn't be hard. There it is. It says Indie. That's it. Done. Now I'm gonna pop on some music and see how this goes. They sound good. And they get pretty loud. So let's try the touch controls here. I may have to spend more time trying to figure that out. Oh, that was Siri. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend more time with that, trying to figure those touch controls out. I'll have to look at the manual, but initial impression is the sound is actually really, really good. It actually has a rich, deep bass to it. Almost a little bit better than the ball tunes here, but I would say that these ball tunes get a little bit louder than the Skullcandy ones. But I think it sounds really good. Let's try this, because the complaint was with the left one. Yep, so I put the right one in, left one disconnects. So let's try and pull this back out, see how it connects again. Power on. Let's see if it pops up also. Doesn't look like it automatically connects. You may have to put both of them back in and then pull them both out for that. You click on this in Bluetooth though, and then it says connected, and it lets you know too. I like when they have that. So now I'm going to remove the left one. It kind of stuttered for a second, but I'm still listening to the music. So the left one has to go in here. You can't just listen to the left side. That is interesting. I've run into a couple other ones that are like that. This isn't just unique to Skullcandy here. But the ball tunes doesn't matter. That's what I like. Also, the ball tunes have a physical button versus the sensors. I'm not the biggest fan of the sensors. I do like the physical button, but I know a lot of people may not like that because you actually have to click it, which means you're kind of pushing that earbud against your ear for a second. So let's kind of talk about the specs really quick. So for this, up to 16 hours of total battery life, 4 in earbuds, and then an additional 12 in the charging case. The earbuds are supposed to turn on and pair automatically when removed from the case, which maybe it was because I had the one in and then I took out the other one. Maybe you have to take them both out and put them in both in, is my assumption. It actually has the IPS5 rated for dust and water resistance. It's touch controls like I mentioned. And then with this we're getting the earbuds, the ear gels, small, medium, and large. Stability gels, which is the large ones, that's the thing I said you could take off. The charging case, micro USB charging cable, and then you actually have a user and 2-year warranty guide. So 2-year warranty, that is awesome. I like when I see stuff like that. So even the people that are having the complaints, yeah, it's a pain when you have to do that, but hopefully Skullcandy is honoring that, where they're having issues and they're getting these replaced. So what I want to do now is actually put this to the test. So I'm going on a bike ride. I'm going to throw these in, and that'll be a test for 1, do they stay in the ears very, very well, and then 2, how is the sound on that ride. So I'm going to go ahead and go get that done, cut back, and then just give my initial impressions with these in use. Alright, so I went on the bike ride with my son, used these the whole time. We only went 4 miles, but they worked really, really good. I like the deep bass that this has. Like I said, it gets plenty loud. I don't think it gets quite as loud as the ball tunes, but it gets pretty close. One thing I have noticed though is that the little rubber piece that really is meant to kind of hook into the ear, when you put this in, if it's not lined up properly and you go to close it, it makes it difficult to close. So I don't know, I may take those off at some point. I do like the fact that they're removable though, and they're not just a part of it where you couldn't get rid of it. But initial impressions are really good with this thing. I don't think they have the same battery life that you find with some of these though. I mean, I found some where they have like the ball tunes have 30 hours, right? You recharge it multiple times with the case. Granted, the case is almost the same size, right? Maybe a little bit bigger, but I've seen other ones where they're touting 50 hours. This is 16, okay? So the battery life isn't quite as good with other ones that I've seen, but the aesthetics are way better, in my opinion, with these. The sensors are okay. I finally messed around with them a little bit in terms of the touch controls. holding it for 3 seconds is going to bring up Siri. Holding it for 2 is going to skip on the right side or go back on the left. 1 second is going to raise the volume up on the right side if you hold that earbud, or it's going to decrease the volume if you're on the left side. I also did a call, and the audio was good in terms of the clarity in my ear. The other person, and this is for all earbuds, it sounds like you're on a device. It doesn't sound like you're speaking directly into a microphone. I've never messed with the Apple EarPods or AirPods or AirPod Pros, so I'm not going to speak to that. Those are just really, really expensive. So I can't speak to the quality there, although I've seen it on videos where people are using them and they sound really, really good. But with these, it does sound a little bit different on the other end of it. So other than that, though, like I said, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this. I did figure out, and I need to spend more time with this, and that'll be for the final review, that if I hold down, so if I put both of these in my ear and then hold the button down until the lady comes on and says turning on, they're both now powered on. So if I take out the right earbud and put it back, it doesn't shut both of them off. It actually keeps this left one running, or vice versa. Now, if I pull out the right one, throw the left one in, I turn this one on, and then it pulls the other one with it. It's almost like it's tethered to it. But I want to spend more time tinkering around with that. I've tried it a couple times, and that's what it did. But I don't want to say that, and then that's not the case, and it's just something kind of weird that's happening. But from my experience right now, that's what happened. So I was able to just keep the left earbud in. Curious to see also how the battery life with this lasts. So the other thing that I've seen is some of these, like the left one or the right one, breaks in a couple months, and now you really just have one earbud, but we'll see with that. So gonna sit on these for a while and test them out more. They felt comfortable in the ear for the bike ride. They didn't feel like they were gonna just completely pop out of my ear, which is good, because obviously I don't want to do that. If I'm on a bike ride and this thing pops out, like, it's done. Like, I'm not most likely gonna find that potentially, just because these are smaller. Now if it happens really quick, I slam on my brakes and it just happens to be an area where I can find it, awesome. But my concern is sometimes I'm on these little paths where if it rolls down in the grass, like, it bounces, like, it's gone. So next thing that I want to cover, and this will be what we wrap up with, $40, the price point on this. I think that's good for these because it's the same amount typically that we're going to find with most of these ball tunes, and I still really enjoy these and other ones that I've seen that are very, very comparable. Would I pay the $90 for these? Absolutely not. I wouldn't pay their full price for these. They don't feel like $90 earbuds. They feel like $40 earbuds. Maybe I'm judging that off the fact that I bought these for $40, but I wanted to buy these and I wasn't going to buy them at that price regardless. I was going to wait until there was a sale. I'm glad I did, but would I pay more for these? No. Maybe 50 being that kind of end where it's like, all right, 50, yes, no more than 50 with these. But that's kind of my stance on the price. But that's going to be it for this. This is the unboxing video. I'm going to make sure that there is a link for this in the description. The other thing, and I mentioned the aesthetics multiple times, these come in different colors, which is the other thing that I like. I wanted the indigo here. I wanted that blue. It's one of my favorite colors here. I do like that they have that option as well, versus the other ones are just typically black. With this one, you do have the color options. So that would be the draw also. Hey, they're the same price as the other ones that we're seeing that are in that kind of medium price range that are really, really good. But also I get the option of the different colors with that. I'm going to go with that because I like the color scheme that they have. So something else to consider with that. But I will make sure that that is in the description. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.